Well. Let's get it. You already know we with it. Uh yeah. Back at you guys with some more flavor. Back at y'all with some more content. King Supreme, true indeed, giving you what you need on a daily basis. Let's get it. You already know we with it. Tap on in for the discussion. Bless that like button. 12:45 p.m. West Coast. Adios. It is time to get ghosts. Top of the afternoon. Top of the afternoon. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Bless the like button. Let's get the content rolling. Let's get it started. You already know. Hey, man, we're going to give you back to back shows, man. I'm going to be working in the lab today, man, going hard in the paint to bring you guys this hard hitting, heavy hitting content. You already know. Just let it flow. Just let it flow. Hey, man, we on the way to 10K, man. We're going to hit 10,000 subscribers before this month is over. Before this month is over, we're going to hit 10K subscribers, and we're grinding, we're pushing, releasing hard-hitting content, game delivered in facts, game rooted in facts, social commentary, speaking on history, all of the above, family. You're tuned in to one of the best in the game, King Supreme, on the road to 10K. Now, this channel has been growing. It's February. I started going live on this channel back in September. So yeah, man, we're gonna hit 10K within another week, maybe in another week or two. You know what I mean? We're gonna be at the 10K mark. So, and then we're gonna be on the road to 20K, 50K, 100K. It is what it is. Hit that like button. Salute to the game. Now, shout out to OSHAY the Duke Jackson. OSHAY Duke Jackson. And for those of you who don't know, the Cash App is on the screen. If you feel like you want to support the content, there it is right there. King Supreme TV, Cash App, $red 1803. Can you feel me? Now, I spoke on this yesterday, and we'll speak on it again today. MICCA, you embarrassed your husband, MICCA. You made a fool of your husband. It appears that you're thirsty for male attention. You're hugging these male celebrities, these popular podcasters, and you're doing any and everything for attention. But the whole time she got a husband at home, disrespecting that man, making that man look like a fool. Right? You got tampon flying you out to different cities. The man ain't never met your husband. And I'm pretty sure your husband never approved of your relationship with tampon. No man in his right mind would. No man in his right mind would. But yes, MICCA coming on these platforms, speaking on these podcasts, promoting herself as a single woman. You know how many men MICCA had in her DMs? Because MICCA represented herself as a single woman that's looking for attention, trying to come up on YouTube, trying to come up in social media spaces. That is how she represented herself. That's exactly what she did. You did. Nobody would have ever thought that MICCA was a married woman because she don't carry herself like a married woman. MICCA carries herself like an attention seeker. Somebody that's seeking validation and attention from men in public, from men all over social media, male celebrities. She's doing it for fame and money. I said this yesterday. If MICCA looked like Auntie Messi, there's no way that Tampon would fly her out to sit with him courtside at a basketball game. He would never fly out Auntie Messi. Now, if he does it now, he's just doing it to prove a point. But that's not something that he would do. Now that we're applying heavy pressure, he might fly out Auntie Messi just to prove a point. But at that point, he's just doing it to save face. MICCA, you're disloyal. You disrespected your husband. You embarrassed your husband. You got several men in your DMs. Why? Because you carry yourself like a single woman who ain't married. We've never seen this woman with a wedding ring. We've never seen this woman with none of those things. You're flying around the country with Tampon, and you know what Tampon said? Ooh, I had MICCA with me, and she was just looking gorgeous and sexy. Looking like some nice candy fresh out of that damn wrapper. Tampon said that he's a booty cheek clapper. Similar to a rapper, a booty cheek clapper. Yeah. MICCA was seeking validation and attention, not only from Tampon, but also from other men all across social media spaces, as well as male celebrities. MICCA has presented herself and represented herself as a thirsty woman looking for an easy come up. The whole time you got a husband at home and you done disrespected that man to the 10th power. Oh yeah, you done set up there and disrespected that man. Made him look like a damn fool. Huh? Let's get into the content. Shout out to OSHAY to Duke Jackson.
That happened with MICCA. She was a collaborator professionally with Anton Daniels. She seems to be a really nice person, and I can tell you for a fact that she is really into the black media perspective. I found out that she emailed me 3 years ago.
Now look at this right here. Look at this right here. You sitting courtside with Tampon, and you got a whole husband at home. She don't represent herself like a married woman. She represents herself like a thirsty chick on a come up, looking to use males for validation and attention so that she can get attention and get more views and money on her platform. Listen, Tampon never dealt with MICCA because of her talent. Tampon dealt with MICCA because of the fact that she's attractive and he would love to be with her. This is the type of woman that Tampon would really want to be his wife. Yes, true indeed. Giving you what you need, bringing you up to speed with the truth, the irrefutable facts. Look at this. Your husband ain't never met Tampon. And even if he did, that doesn't make it cool, but it makes it 10 times worse. You looking like a thotty who's trying to hit the lottery. MICCA, I got to be honest with you. You're out here in these streets looking like a thotty who's trying to hit the lottery. You wanted to use Tampon to get fame and money.
A video that happened with MICCA. She was a collaborator professionally with Anton Daniels. She seems to be a really nice person, and I can tell you for a fact that she is really into the black media.
MICCA is a certified clout chaser. She's not getting attention because of her talent. She's getting attention because males are thirsty and they want to sleep with her. The whole time she got a husband at home. I said it before. Listen, homie, attractive women don't need to have talent. It requires no talent for an attractive woman. All it takes is validation and attention from men of a certain caliber. The next thing you know, she's getting views, she's making money. She got invites from different people with major names in this space. Anton didn't reach out to MICCA because he felt like she was a talented podcaster. Anton reached out to her. Why? Because it looks good to have an attractive woman on his arm, so that people could say, damn, Anton be having baddies with him. That's going to boost his image in social media. Oh, yeah, man, Anton be having them baddies. Even those baddies rock with Anton. Even baddies agree with Anton. Well, tampon. So if you got sexy, attractive women around you who agrees with you, that's going to boost your image in social media. And tampon understands that. Beauty is currency for a woman, for a young, attractive woman. Her beauty is her currency. Nobody invites MICCA to their platform because she's talented. Hell no. Auntie Messi got more talent than MICCA, but Auntie Messi don't have the looks that men are looking for. But to be fair, Auntie Messi brings more to the table when it comes to social commentary than MICCA. Auntie Messi is more knowledgeable. Auntie Messi has more talent. But see, this is the thing. Anton will never fly Auntie Messi out and have Auntie sitting courtside with him at a basketball game. He would never do that for Auntie Messi. So that proves everything that I'm saying. The only reason that he dealt with MICCA is because she's beautiful, she has good looks, and that will boost his social status. That will boost his image. See, I even got baddies who agree with me. I got attractive women who even agree with the things that I say. That's the angle that Tampon was coming from, and it worked.
Perspective, I found out that she emailed me 3 years ago trying to support another brother. So I actually believe that MICCA is really genuinely into the black commentary space as a fan. That is definitely true. But this is interesting because MICCA has another issue that is still looming over her. And that is, what is her status with Anton Daniels? There was a gentleman that was doing the interview. I believe his name is Orlando. He seems to be a professional news reporter doing this on the side, and they have worked together in the past. But this brother is a damn good interviewer, and he did not make it easy for her at all. And basically, he talked about their relationship, where it started from, how did she meet him? But then he got into the whole situation and the questions about the flirting.
Has Anton ever flirted with you?
Flirted with me as a sense of what? Just naturally, like we're sitting here, or
no, he has flirted with you. MICCA, see, listen, homie, I can see right through MICCA. She's seeking validation and attention, and she's willing to use men who already have clout to get it. Nobody's interviewing MICCA because she's a talented podcaster. Absolutely not. A lot of men find her attractive. A lot of men would love to sleep with her. That's the only reason they collaborate with her. Nobody's collaborating with MICCA because she has talent. No, get that out of your head. It's not true.
Now, he starts off his question.
Of course, Tampon has flirted with you. Tampon said it himself. I had MICCA with me. She was looking like some fresh candy, looking beautiful and sexy. Oh, she was looking gorgeous when I flew MICCA out to LA and we went to that 5150 show. Of course, Tampon was flirting with this woman.
Situation and the questions about the flirting.
Has Anton ever flirted with you?
Flirted with me as a sense of what? Just naturally, like we're sitting here, or.
Now, he starts off his questions by trying to build up what he wants to get to towards the end, which is, did Anton Daniels flirt with you? And he prefaced it in a situation where she felt that she was being flirted with. And so she responded.
So Anton does things for content, and then there's things that Anton would do if we're just sitting here.
Okay.
So if you're saying personally, if me and Anton was just sitting here, no. Now, if you're talking about for content, when we're doing the virtual rooms and things for the show, Anton has said multiple things.
So she said, well, he has said multiple things. Anton Daniels, the personality is different offline, so you can't really take him serious. And then he asks for this.
So let me hear a few of the multiple things that he said that was a flirt.
What people would consider if he's, saying
Not people, what you considered as a
Right, not people. We want to know what you consider to be a flirt. But see, she's not going to have standards. She's going to make excuses for it because she was using tampon for an easy come up. She was using Anton tampon for validation and attention on social media. That's exactly what she was using them for. So she's going to make it seem like, oh, no, it was innocent. It wasn't this. It wasn't that. She's going to gaslight you and try to convince you that what you're seeing is not what you're actually seeing. That's what MICCA, that's exactly what she's trying to do. I'm going to convince you that what you see is really not what you see. Everything is business. Everything is on the up and up. MICCA, we can see through the bullshit. We can see right through it.
flirt?
I would say,
He said, no, I don't care about people. What do you consider to be flirting? And of course, she's not going to be honest. Why? Because she's trying to protect her image.
And then he asks for this.
So let me hear a few of the multiple things that he said that was a flirt.
what people would consider if he's, saying,
Not people, what you considered as a flirt.
I would say probably if he's like, oh, MICCA, you're so sweet, or you're so cute, right? But the problem that I have with it is because I know he's doing it for content, right? And he's not actually talking to me.
Now, to be honest, I've heard some worse flirts than that, but I understand that she is a married woman, which we'll find that out, and she has a brand, Pop Culture MICCA, so she's a conservative and she got to keep it clean. I understand that. But then the interesting parts of the interview and my honest situation get worse.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand that Anton is married. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you're married.
Correct.
Correct. Have you met Anton's wife?
Yes.
How would you describe her?
Now, understand this. She met Tampon's wife, but Tampon never met her husband. Street media says she's married to a white man, a Pink Panther. Oh, man, street media said, nah, the reason why you ain't seen that husband, she married to a whole white man at home, a white T-man. MICCA said ain't so. Are you secretly married to a white man? Is that why you hid your marriage? Is that why you didn't want anybody to know? Maybe you got a whole white man at home. Allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly. We don't know if it's true, but hey.
Correct.
And you're married.
Get worse.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand that Anton is married. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you're married.
Correct.
Correct. Have you met Anton's wife?
Yes.
How would you describe her?
She's when I say probably one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, that lady is probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And has Anton met your husband?
In person, absolutely not.
He has not met him in person. Has he met him over the phone or in DM? What other form of introduction when you say not in person?
Because a lot of people assume that, when you...
Now, I'm not saying that her husband is white. It's possible, and maybe he's not. We're just clowning right now. We're just clowning.
When you have to see people, it has to be in person, or that if you don't meet them in person, then it's something or whatever. So
no, so I'm saying, what's the form of communication? That he met your husband?
they don't have a form of communication where they talk back and forth.
So this is the most telling part. She said, have you met Anton Daniels' wife? She says she has. Is she a nice person? She is. Now, I can attest to that. I've talked to Anton Daniels' wife on the phone maybe once or twice. She seems to be a very pleasant lady, a very nice lady. I've always said that from what I know about her, okay? I've only had one or two interactions with her. That's just been on the phone.
Damn, she taller than Tampon. Look at Tampon. Look at Rita over there with Tampon, man.
Okay? I've only had one or two interactions with her. That's just been on the phone. But then the host wants to clarify if Anton Daniels has met her husband.
So he's never met your husband?
No.
And why is that?
No particular reason.
Sure.
Just I've never had to actually do anything where my husband was there, and so if he's there, like if my like when we work together, is here, so my husband's come here. But if
when we first met and worked together,
we were in person as well.
Your husband came.
But we were here. We were here in the DC area. Yes, my husband came.
Yes.
So again, if he was here, then yes. But most of my business dealings, and if not all, I usually have a manager or somebody else deal with that. So that's the reason why I it's not a thing. But I talked to my husband about it.
So this is kind of where it gets a little sticky. So if you look at Pop Culture MICCA and you look at her Instagram, you would not know that Pop Culture MICCA is a married woman. And this is important for a woman who is a MAGA supporter, who is I won't say she's Republican, but she's right-leaning, and being a part of a family structure is important. But MICCA does not do that. She doesn't have her husband up there. At least Anton Daniels, he has his wife. Like I said, sometimes a little bit too much with his family.
Tampon, man. MICCA out there moving like a side chick, but got a damn husband at home. MICCA is moving like a side chick. She's moving like a single woman. Now listen, now when the block got hot, now she wants to admit that she got a husband. But it took for the block to get hot for this woman to even admit that she's married, that she even got a husband at home. MICCA, your husband should divorce you. Your husband should leave you for the blatant disrespect.
But she has pictures of everything else, but not her husband. And she's looking like, in my honest opinion,
she's looking like a groupie. She got all these different men on her Instagram and taking these pictures with all these different men. MICCA waited until the block got hot to admit that she's married. Sitting up there looking thirsty. Using grown men for validation and attention to boost your platform, to boost your damn YouTube page. I see exactly what you're doing. I see what you're doing. You're going to use these thirsty men to get status. Use them for attention. Use them for validation to grow your platform. That's exactly what she's been doing. MICCA waited until the block got hot to admit that she was married. Your husband should divorce you. But maybe he don't want to let that box go because maybe it's good. And you're going to keep the woman based on her looks and based on the fact that he's infatuated with the box.
As if she is an unmarried woman. She has pictures with other men on there who is...
but when we first met and worked together,
we were in person as well.
Your husband came.
But we were here. We were here in the DC area. Yes, my husband came.
Yes.
So again, if he was here, then yes. But most of my business dealings, and if not all, I usually have a manager or somebody else deal with that. So that's the reason why I it's not a thing. But I talked to my husband about it.
So this is kind of where it gets a little sticky. So if you look at Pop Culture MICCA and you look at her Instagram, you would not know that Pop Culture MICCA is a married woman. And this is important for a woman who is a MAGA supporter, who is I won't say she's Republican, but she's right-leaning, and being a part of a family structure is important. But MICCA does not do that. She doesn't have her husband up there. At least Anton Daniels, he has his wife. Like I said, sometimes a little bit too much.
MICCA is married to a simp. She's embarrassed of him. If MICCA was proud of her husband, you would know who he is. You would see him. Right? MICCA wants to link up with a rapper, a booty cheek clapper. MICCA is looking to get the bread and dough faster. If MICCA was proud of her husband, you would know who he is. She's married to a simp who allows her to run the show. So she keeps that simp hitting where? Hitting in the damn background. To the point to where he ain't even gonna come around because she won't allow it. MICCA wears the pants in that marriage. running around the country with Fruit Booty Daniels, with Fruity Cheeks Daniels, just sitting courtside at a damn basketball game. Fruity Cheeks Daniels is posting you, putting you up in hotels, telling everybody how sexy you are while you're flying around the town with Fruity Cheeks Daniels. And you got a whole husband at home that you embarrassing for the whole world.
With his family, but she has pictures of everything else, but not her husband. And she's looking like, in my honest opinion, as if she is an unmarried woman. She has pictures with other men on there. I know these are professional things. Like the poses where she's hugging on other dudes. I mean, again, you can look at it as being professional, men being close to her. But where is her husband at? Why doesn't she want the world to know that she is actually married? She says she's married. She's not behaving publicly as a married woman. Then also, she says she doesn't feel like it was so necessary for Anton Daniels and the husband to talk, but she has photos with Anton.
So you got pictures with tampon all over your Instagram, and none of your hubby, none of your husband. That man ought to divorce you quick, fast. Maybe he don't want to lose the box. Maybe he's going to keep MICCA based on her looks. It is what it is. Bless that like button now.
Daniels. Like I said, we've talked about that before on the internet. Some of those photos have been taken down. She has 2 photos, but you're married to a man. You're flying out like from DC to California. You don't know where this man is staying at. I think in the stream, after the whole Corey Holcomb situation, they at least were in the same hotel room. So you're a beautiful lady and you're under the stewardship of another man who's married. It just doesn't make much sense to behave like that as a married woman, which gives me the ability to think one or two things is the truth. Number one,
MICCA is looking to hook up with a rapper. MICCA is looking to hook up with a booty cheek clapper. Rappers and booty cheek clappers. That is who she wants to link up with. MICCA is seeking validation and attention from thirsty men all over social media, all in the entertainment industry. Please believe King Supreme. I know what it is.
Is the breadwinner.
It's all about rappers and booty cheek clappers.
In her house room. So you're a beautiful lady and you're under the stewardship of another man who's married. It just doesn't make much sense to behave like that as a married woman, which gives me the ability to think one or two things is the truth. Number one, MICCA is the breadwinner in her house. Okay. So because she's the breadwinner, household is dictated by her rules. She sets the pace. 2, the husband is a person that is just a complete, I don't want to call him a simp, but he's kind of running over the guy. Or maybe the guy is incarcerated. Maybe the guy is living, he's in the military, he's away, something. But this just does not make sense for a woman like her.
MICCA don't give a damn about her husband. She disrespected that man for the whole world to see. MICCA's looking to link up with a rapper. MICCA's looking to link up with a booty cheek clapper. I'll give you an example in a minute.
Don't know your husband. She's flown to Detroit. She's flying to LA by herself. You've never met this man. You've never talked to this man at all. Doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. And then they start to talk about this very infamous photo of Anton Daniels and her, which again was alarming. And the man starts to criticize her.
I was flabbergasted by this picture.
Okay, tell me why.
Because there's no way my wife.
Now, what happened if you seen your wife taking a picture with a dude like this and he flew her out to the Lakers game to sit courtside with him and got her looking like she's a side chick, and Tampon got all these attractive women just around him, these women who are just worshiping him, these women who are just praising him? What will happen if you seen your wife in a photo with a dude like this with one of these YouTube cats? Huh? Let me tell you, ladies, something. If you attractive, men are not looking to do business with you. They don't want to do business. They're looking to give you the business in the bedroom. Oh, yes, I met this guy. He gave me his business card. He said he wants to do business. You dummy. He ain't trying to do no damn business. He want to get into he's looking to get into some booty cheek clapping. Don't no man want to just do business with no attractive woman. 90% of men are not looking for that. I met this guy. He has a business. Man, shut up. You dumb. He ain't looking to do business. He want to clap your cheeks. He's disguising the fact that he want to clap your booty cheeks, but he's trying to hide it under the guise of business. You know, like you see an attractive woman and you know you want to sleep with her, but you promote your business to her to let her know you a businessman and you got all this stuff going on. Underneath it all, you want to clap her cheeks, but you pretend to be a businessman to reel her in. I'll say it again. You will pretend to be a businessman to reel her in, even if you are a legitimate businessman. Underneath all of that, you really want to clap her booty cheeks. Ladies, when you are attractive and you look good, men are not looking to do business. They want to give you the business by clapping your damn cheeks.
He's in the military, he's away, something. But this just does not make sense for a woman like her. You don't know your husband. She's flown to Detroit.
Yeah.
She's flying to LA by herself. You've never met this man. You've never talked to this man at all. Doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. And then they start to talk about this very infamous photo of Anton Daniels and her, which again was alarming. And the man starts to criticize her.
I was flabbergasted by this picture
Okay, tell me why.
because there's no way my wife would be physically touching, leaning on a married man, leaning on a single man, leaning on another man in a way that suggests I'm feeling you, I like you. This is really some sort of
Why do you think that says I'm feeling you?
even if it doesn't say I'm feeling you, I don't want
I'm
my
saying,
wife.
why do you think?
Yeah.
Why do you think that suggests that I'm feeling you? Because
Okay, let's
hold on,
omit.
hold on.
That picture does say that. MICCA, you're deflecting. You can't play with our intelligence. I've been around too many women, too many players, too many Macs in the game. I know it, I see it for what it is. Men are not looking to do business. They want to give you the business in the bedroom by clapping your cheeks. Yeah.
No,
So
hold
we
on.
don't get
The reason
stuck
why
on
I'm
that word?
asking you,
Okay.
the reason why I'm asking you is I have tons of pictures of our former co-hosts
Yep.
with the same lean, everything.
But here's the difference.
Hold on.
Yes.
And that person is also a male, all right? And we have a working relationship, and it's the same exact type of picture.
So here she is, like the man is bringing up a good point. Look, you are having this pose next to this man as if, you know, you're really feeling the guy. And her response to that was, well, I've taken several photos like that before. What she doesn't understand is that just makes it.
She might be an airhead. Most attractive women are airheads. I know a lot of attractive women like to say, I got beauty and brains. No, you don't. You're just beautiful. And that's the only reason that men deal with you. A lot of you women are beautiful, but that's the only reason that men deal with you. Ain't nobody dealing with MICCA because of her talent. Ain't nobody dealing with MICCA because she's so intelligent. Hell no. That is not why men are dealing with her. They disguise their intentions under, they'll disguise their intentions under business. The reality of it is they want to get into some booty cheek clapping, but they'll pretend like they want to do business. They don't want to do business. They want to give you the business in the bedroom by clapping your damn cheeks. None of this is genuine. None of these men are being honest. 99.9% of these men want to clap your cheeks. They ain't looking to do business. They want to give you the business in the bedroom with them cheeks all off in the air. Man, listen here. Take it from a player Mac in the game, King Supreme. They want to clap your cheeks and then brag about it later.
Worse. You're a married woman and you're taking photos with other men in my honest opinion, to a man, it's a very disrespectful way of doing so. Again, I don't understand what, you know, her and her husband have set up in a relationship. It's really not my business. But for most people, that's an uncomfortable position, especially being a lady and being a conservative and you're taking these kind of photos, right? Then he comes back with this.
But here's the disrespect. This is a married man that you are physically leaning into.
I'm not leaning into.
That to me,
I'm not leaning into.
to me, and
There's space there.
here's my perspective of it.
Okay.
There's a gap between it, but I'm looking at how you have a smile on your face. This is just my perspective. Your eyes look seductive. Just my perspective. And your
Sensual seduction, sensual seduction. Hey man, he kept it sensual seduction. Your eyes was looking seductive, looking to hypnotize him, want to baptize him in simpery, so you can sit up there and get the fame and all the money. Using your beauty, using your booty to get men for money, looking for validation, looking for attention from rich and successful men. That's exactly what these women be doing. Ready for that action, ready for some booty cheek clapping. Validation and attention. It is sexual seduction. Looking at this man with the thirst, looking at this man with lust. Spinning the green papers that say, "In God we trust." I know you're looking thirsty. I know you want. I know you love that booty. I know you love MICCA because she's a cutie. Men are not looking to do business. They're looking to give you the business in the bedroom by clapping your cheeks.
arm is really married.
Sexual seduction, sensual seduction.
Man that you are physically leaning into.
I'm not leaning into.
That to me,
I'm not leaning into.
to me, and
There's space there.
here's my perspective of
Okay.
it. There's a gap between it, but I'm looking at how you have a smile on your face. This is just my perspective. Your eyes look seductive. Just my perspective. And your arm is relaxed on his upper shoulder.
Correct.
And I would never imagine a married woman leaning on a business male partner that way. That to me is inappropriate. That's if you were my wife, I would have a serious problem. My problem would be so serious, you would have to probably extinguish your contract with him.
Again, if you're my wife, I'd have a serious problem with it, and I would have you extinguish your contract with him. Some guys would do even worse. This is grounds for a separation, maybe even a divorce, because what it implies is if you're willing to take this sort of photo with the man, you don't have any limits. If you take this photo with a man or other men in this way, you are not a woman who is trustworthy, okay? Because the way you look to the world is not cool. The brother then follows it up with this.
And I will also feel a little uncomfortable that this gentleman obviously did not either push you away or suggest that we shouldn't take this type of picture.
Not only did he hold her accountable, Anton Daniels, as a married man, okay, didn't push you away. He didn't say we shouldn't take this type of photo. Both of us are on the right. Both of us push family. So here we are, two married people taking a photo that's we probably should not take. Not only that, there was a photo of them at the basketball game and things like that, which was different. But
Look at Anton trying to look like he macking. Hey man, it's all in the game, man. You already know how I got it. You see this beauty? Yeah, she a cutie, and she rocking with me. I flew her out, man. She rocking with Tampon. You dig? Look at Tampon trying to look like he the Mac of the year. Look at Tampon leaning to the side like, y'all see me up here with the game. Y'all see me up here with this chick. She beautiful, man. Man, listen here. Tampon trying to represent himself like he just a Mac of the year. Like he got all the baddest baddie. Like he got all these baddies that's rocking with him. Listen, man. Look at Tampon.
right, both of us push family. So here we are, two married people taking a photo that's we probably should not take. Not only that, there was a photo of them at the basketball game and things like that, which was different. But this is problematic, all right? Then ultimately, we find out this.
Here's another very challenging question, but I have to ask you. I just have to ask you. Have you and Anton ever had sex?
No.
Any?
Hold on. No.
Okay. Any sexual relations?
No. It's always been strictly professional. And that's.
And you could be professionally sexual.
Oh, I would know.
Well, that's
So
what I'm
again,
asking. Yeah.
it's always been strictly professional. Strict.
Micca started wearing her wedding ring once the block got hot. Now that she separated herself from Tampon, now she's telling everybody that she's married and got a husband, but you done disrespected this man on your whole campaign. Seeking validation. Micca was seeking validation and attention, not only from Tampon, from any man with status, any man that she felt like can give her more exposure. That's exactly what Micca did. She was seeking validation and attention in hopes to get money, in hopes to elevate her platform. That's exactly what Micca did. Now she wants to wear the ring and tell everybody she's married now that the block is hot.
Strictly professional.
Anton ever had sex?
No.
Any?
Hold on. No.
Okay. Any sexual relations?
No. It's always been strictly professional. And that's.
And you could be professionally sexual.
Oh, I would know.
Well, that's
so
what I'm
again,
asking. Yeah.
It's always been strictly professional. Strictly professional. Like I said, Anton has a persona online.
Okay.
I get his persona online, but personally, Anton hasn't done that to me.
So the question about the sexual relationship, was there one? I mean, again, I'm not there to speculate what happened or if it happened or not. She said it didn't happen, so whatever. I mean, nobody can prove it. No one was there. The issue is, if somebody doesn't believe that, it just looks like the flirting that happened online. Anton Daniels in the past has said that he cannot deal with.
Anton is a gang goofy Gilligan with money, man. Like I said, if you take Steve Urkel and mix him with Carl Winslow, now you have Anton Daniels. Certified. Ain't no lies told here. No lies detected. You're dealing with one of the realest in the game, King Supreme. If you mix Steve Urkel with Carl Winslow, then you have Anton Daniels. Look at Anton leaning over there like he the Mac of the year. Listen here, man. I got this baddie over here with me at the game. We sitting courtside, man. He ain't gonna take Auntie Messi. That's how you know he only did it because of her beauty. Tampon would never take Auntie Messi to sit courtside with him on a basketball game to show everybody the pictures, to let everybody know, yeah, I'm stacking, I'm leading, I'm flexing, I'm gripping, I'm stacking, I'm gripping, I'm stacking, I'm gripping, I'm stacking, I'm flexing. I'm flipping, I'm stacking, I'm flipping, I'm stacking, I'm flexing. Yeah, he flexing with a baddie. He flexing with a cutie. Man, listen here. Lean to the side like he the mother effing Mac of the year. Like he the damn Mac of the year. Yeah, y'all see me courtside with this baddie. I ain't gonna take Auntie Messi. I'm gonna sit up there and take this baddie.
Pastor said that he cannot deal with anybody that's not giving. He said that while you were on the stream, and he was working with you also, and there was no pushback from you when he was saying things like that. So if they did nothing and we can't prove it, it just makes it kind of hard for her, because she sort of put herself in a very bad situation there. But she did end the relationship with Anton as far as a business relationship. I don't know what it was personally. And she said this was the reason for it.
And when he went to speak about it, he didn't advocate. He only still boistered towards whatever Corey had to say. And I get the boistering, but my advocation should have been first.
So this is largely true. She said, listen, Anton Daniels did not try to come to my defense to make me look like a woman of substance. When the side chick narrative was going out about MICCA, he did very little to make her look like she was a woman that was respecting her husband, although the situation was already precarious with the decisions that she made with some of the photos and being on some of the panels and some of the flirting, all right? And she said that he basically wanted to look like a guy who was clapping.
Look at Tampon. I'm flipping, I'm stacking, I'm flipping, I'm stacking, I'm flexing. I'm flipping, I'm stacking, I'm flipping, I'm stacking, I'm flipping, I'm stacking, I'm flexing, I'm flexing. I got a baddie, I got a cutie. I'm flipping, I'm stacking, I'm flexing. Sitting courtside with a baddie. Bet money he won't take Auntie Messi. Bet money Tampon won't ever take Auntie Messi to sit courtside with him. He won't be flexing. Flipping them, stacking them, flipping them, stacking them, flexing. Bet money he won't ever take Auntie Messy with him.
which he was. He's
I got this meeting. Go
I
ahead.
have this meeting. Okay, so if I'm looking at this picture, are you all on the floor at a basketball game?
Correct. That's the floor.
Okay, at a basketball game.
Correct.
So you went to a basketball game. Did you watch the game?
No, this picture right here.
even said it. I always got a bad chick with me. I always got this with me. And that would also include MICCA. So what he's doing, even if he's not doing it or not, you're making it seem like you have a sexual relationship with a married woman who's out here saying that she's not. And then you're making it hard for her to be associated with you anymore, because now you're putting her out there as if she is a side chick. So even if it was happening, her brand can't take that hit. So Anton Daniels becomes too expensive to deal with. So she has to publicly come out and separate herself from him. And again, this is what I was telling guys that this was going to happen. When you're too expensive to deal with because you don't care about anybody, you're trying to go viral, you're trying to get clout, you make silly ass mistakes like this. Like, first of all,
I'ma tell you like this here. I'ma be the biggest Mac of the year, making hit records like this here. I'ma be the biggest Mac of the year, making hit records like this here. Anton was trying to look like the Mac of the year. Man, listen here. Got a baddie, got a cutie. And she gonna flaunt her beauty and booty to sit up there to get men for money, seeking attention and validation from men who are successful. That is the name of the game. That is the lane that MICCA has chose. I know you want to get chose with your mouth closed. Where's those zeros in your bank account? That's all she's looking for. She ain't rocking with you because you're handsome. She ain't rocking with you because you're charismatic with a great personality. That woman is weaponizing her beauty and booty to get money from thirsty men.
bringing her to the Corey Holmes out here saying that she's not, and then you're making it hard for her to be associated with you anymore, because now you're putting her out there as if she is a side chick. So even if it was happening, her brand can't take that hit. So Anton Daniels becomes too expensive to deal with. So she has to publicly come out and separate herself from him. And again, this is what I was telling guys that this was going to happen. When you're too expensive to deal with because you don't care about anybody, you're trying to go viral, you're trying to get clout, you make silly ass mistakes like this. Like, first of all, bringing her to the Corey Holcomb show was a mistake. There is no reason why she should be on the Corey Holcomb show. Corey Holcomb had nothing to do with the conversation with her. She's a burgeoning YouTuber trying to grow her platform, trying to learn.
See, MICCA gained a little bit of weight, man. Now, I don't know if she got the lipo. I don't know if she had any work done, but MICCA was slimmer, but she put on a few pounds. She's still beautiful and sexy, even with the few pounds on her. But see, this is MICCA when she was slimmer. Now, when you look at her in the interview, you can tell that she put on a few pounds. You can look at her arms. You can look at her stomach. You can look at her face. You can see that she's gained some weight. The majority of you men will still drink her bath water. The majority of men is still, yeah, I ain't even going to say it because maybe that's too rated R for YouTube, but you just imagine what I was getting ready to say.
How to get into business. She seemed like she is doing okay, but there are some things that she could work on. So you got her embarrassed by being associated with you. You're taking these photos with a married woman. It looks terrible. Now she's getting, held accountable in a very, very tough interview. And she'll always be attached to him in some negative way. I think she's a nice lady. She has a very nice demeanor. She seems like she's really interested into the Black social media. Again, I found out 3 or 4 years ago that she messaged me, and I actually emailed her saying, hey, if you ever need any YouTube tips, hey, I'm willing to give you what I know. I think the lady is a nice lady that was trying to grow her channel. He reached out to her. She didn't holler at him. And this is what I heard Anton, and not only Anton, both of them, they have this kind of notoriety for reaching out to ladies, and then something happening that's a fallout. Again, I'm not sure about all of that, but that's their reputation, especially Anton. And so that's what I know. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy
OSHAY Duke Jackson, ready to get it cracking. Wow.
You see the headlines. Entrepreneur
Started when it started, it was just me.
Yeah, we're gonna. I played this clip yesterday, but we're gonna play it again to break down some points that I felt that I want to cover, and we're gonna speak on things from a different angle. Same interview, but we're gonna speak on things from a different angle. Let's get it. Hit that like button. You already know we with it, baby.
And Quentin,
Okay.
a gentleman named Quentin.
Sure.
And then it grew.
Okay. And now it's made up of male-female ratio, which
correct.
is, what's the male-female ratio?
So 1, 2, 3, so maybe 4 females, 3 males.
4 females, 3 males. Okay. Yeah. Are you a paid employee?
Correct. Well,
Right.
I'm contracted.
Contracted.
Correct.
Yeah. And do you have to fly out every time?
No, most of it is virtually. Only when we're actually like doing something, some like a bunch of content where we have to go there.
Yeah. What sealed the deal for you in working with Anton, or at least felt comfortable to say, I want to stay on as a contractor and I really like what he has? What sealed that deal? So you become a guest and then you go back home and then you decided to accept the offer, if you will. But what sealed it for you?
What sealed it is I had already started in my podcasting process, and while I was there, I just in that small day and a half.
I bet money Tampon won't fly out Auntie Messi to sit courtside with him at a basketball game. Bet money, Anton. Bet money Tampon won't fly out Auntie Messi. He only did it for the beauty. He only did it because of she. I think you get the point.
Window, I got to see Anton's work ethic.
Sure.
And I got to see what goes on behind the scenes in podcasting and what actually, how I can actually get to these numbers and, just things that a lot of people charge for.
Yep.
A lot of people.
Now, ain't no way. We got 169 likes. We got 800, 900 some people watching. Get the likes up. To all you hate watchers, bless the like button. To all you gang goofy Gilligans that's watching, bless that like button. Ain't no way we got 800 some people watching and only 169 people that bless that like button. Something is wrong with this. You got a bunch of hate watchers. You got a bunch of people who are entertained, but at the same time, they are hate watchers. They just happen to be entertained. Get the likes up and quit playing with the platform.
Sometimes, especially in Black and brown communities, don't want to tell, like it's some type of secret,
Yep.
or somebody's going to steal their job.
Yep.
And so I was able, to benefit from being able to see this firsthand, and that was something. And he was very open about showing me this or that and third, because it wasn't a sense of, oh, this.
All you guys that's saying she's overweight, man, listen, man, she got some thickness to her. The woman is very attractive. She really is. You guys will drink her bathwater. A lot of you guys that's talking, you got girlfriends that look like Auntie Messi. The majority of these guys who's trying to downplay her beauty got girlfriends that look like Auntie Messi, or they ain't got a woman at all. I promise you. Your woman got a bonnet on with a muumuu walking around at 200 pounds. Your woman look like Auntie Messi. So she running around at 230 pounds with a lace front wig.
This is a threat if I tell you this, or you're going to tell other people, and I'm not going to be able to make money.
Sure. So right now, your role as a co-host is virtual.
Correct.
How often do you fly, or what would be the need to fly to Detroit?
Only if we're doing other content. So like we did content one time for, a couple times, but in the beginning, the first time was for my channel.
Sure.
So I needed to do a one-on-one interview. So I got to do that plus our after hours.
Okay.
See, listen, I'm real enough to say that a woman is beautiful, but I'm still going to hold her accountable for her behavior. She's still going to get held accountable for her actions. I don't care how beautiful a woman is. When it's time to get held accountable, I'm going to hold them accountable. I don't care how pretty. I don't care how beautiful. She's still going to get this work. She's still going to get this smoke. regardless.
Let me ask you this. Does Anton have you on an NDA? I've read that somewhere. A non-disclosure agreement for people who don't know.
Yeah, they always said it because some people pay attention to.
But does he have you on one?
No, I'm not on NDA.
So you're not on NDA.
No, I'm not on NDA. But he does give out NDAs to a lot of people. If not
staff, you mean staff?
Anybody that he works with, so they don't have to be staff. If he just maybe interviewed you or whatever.
But were you ever on an NDA?
No.
So what's the exception? Why are you an exception?
I don't think I'm
Why are you the exception?
Exception because I don't ask, who's on an NDA, so I don't know.
But you know that other people are.
But I have seen him, put people on NDA. But as far as staff go, I don't ask. It's almost like at your job, you don't go, well, what's your salary?
Oh,
what's your salary?
Oh no, they do.
Depending on where you're not supposed to.
They wouldn't ask me.
With HR, you're not supposed to.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I've never inquired to the other hosts if they have it or not because I really don't care.
Now, are you paid per episode?
No, I'm paid per month.
Per month?
Yeah, like YouTube.
Wow, how much does he pay you?
It depends.
The range.
It depends because
she ain't gonna tell you how much Tampon pays her, and I get it. That's none of our business. But anyway, let's get to the juicy part of the conversation.
We bring in a lot of super chats, which is extra money that, the audience gives.
And that's the way he makes the money for the show?
No.
Okay.
YouTube has AdSense and he has sponsorship. Anything that the audience gives as well.
Sure. So how much does he pay you? We were just talking about that.
I'm going to play this clip because it's funny. I played it yesterday and I'm going to play it again. You dig what I'm saying? Check this out. It's funny.
I'm a Christian first, a loving husband and father, and I choose my family and happiness over money. I'm a Christian first, a loving husband and father, and I choose my family and happiness over money. Stay level-headed. I'm what Black excellence looks like. If I work with you and allow you in my life, the box has to be an option, even if I don't ever ask for it. I'm really just a trust fund inheritor who invested in a lot of failed businesses and found fame on YouTube. I keep a fleet of baddies with me in every city I go. I fly all of my baddies out and put them in the best hotels and spoil them with petties and manicures. MICCA, say hi to my wife.
Hi, I'm here with your husband. We're just out here bag chasing and he's showing me the time of my life.
Man, y'all just don't know. I would have whooped Corey's ass if he would have jumped out there. Hey, leave my family out of this. I'm a Christian first, a loving husband and father, and I choose my family and happiness over money. Stay level-headed. I'm what Black excellence looks like. If I work with you and allow you in my life, the box has to be an option, even if I don't ever ask for it. I'm really just a trust fund inheritor who invested in a lot of failed businesses and found fame on YouTube. I keep a fleet of baddies with me in every city I go. I fly all of my baddies out and put them in the best hotels and spoil them with petties and manicures. MICCA, say hi to my wife.
Hi, I'm here with your husband. We're just out here bag chasing and he's showing me the time of my life.
Man, y'all just don't know. I would have whooped Corey's ass if he would have jumped out there. Hey, leave my family out of this.
All right, man, let's get back to the conversation. That was hilarious. You got to admit, man, that was hilarious.
That range, unless you want to specifically say how much.
I'm not going to give a specific
because that's the NDA characteristic.
No, that's my.
Or you want to protect him?
That's
so
my
then how
business.
Much?
That's my business mind sense because there are other people on that show. I do not know how much.
So then let's give a range, because a range doesn't pinpoint the range.
That's why I said I can do the range.
Yeah, sure.
You asked me to pinpoint.
Sure. What's the range?
So I can do a range of anywhere between 2 to maybe 35.
to what? I don't know. You said $2,
1,000 to
200,
35
2,000
to 35.
to 3,500 a month.
Correct.
Okay, for your role.
I'm only on that show. So there are some people that are on 5 days a week. There are some people that are on 1 day a week. And for me, I'm only on Thursdays and Fridays.
Okay. So Thursdays and Fridays, you make a good amount of money just for Thursdays and Fridays?
Correct.
Yeah. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of what's been out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand that Anton is married. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you're married.
Correct.
Correct. Have you met Anton's wife?
Yes.
How would you describe her?
She's when I say probably one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, that lady is probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And has Anton met your husband?
In person, absolutely not.
He has not met him in person. Has he met him over the phone or in DM? What other form of introduction when you say not in person?
Because a lot of people assume that, when you have to see people, it has to be in person, or that if you don't meet them in person, then it's something or whatever. So
I'm saying, what's the form of communication?
MICCA was moving around like a single woman. Nobody ever knew she had a husband. When the block got hot, then she came out saying she got a husband wearing that wedding ring.
I mean,
that he met your husband.
they don't have a form of communication where they talk back and forth.
Yeah, but you said he did not meet your husband in person.
No. Is
that to imply that he met him virtually?
No.
So he's never met your husband?
No.
And why is that?
No particular reason.
Sure.
Just I've never had to actually do anything where my husband was there, and so if he's there, like if my like when we work together, is here, so my husband's come here. But
when we first met and worked together,
we were in person as well.
Your husband came.
Yeah, but we were here. We were here in the DC area. Yes, my husband came.
Yes.
So again, if he was here, then yes. But most of my business dealings, and if not all, I usually have a manager or somebody else deal with that. So that's the reason why it's not a thing. But I talk to my husband about it.
How long have you and Anton been business partners or friends?
We're business partners.
Yeah.
And
so you're not a friend, because I don't want to provide language that's inaccurate.
That's why I changed it.
Yeah.
We're business partners, absolutely.
You're not friends?
No.
Okay.
Friends would imply that we hang outside of business.
Not necessarily. Well, yes, correct.
Yeah, like
outside of business.
Yeah,
correct.
like not. We were, me and you were shooting here, and then we just get something. We just get something to eat afterwards, but we are doing business.
Yes.
I'm saying, hey, are you up? Are you available today? Or you want to go out to the blah blah blah?
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Do you believe it was important at some point for you to introduce your husband to Anton?
Yeah, because
I'm sure his wife thought it was important to meet you.
So I can't speak on what.
No, right.
You know why? Let me tell you why. This is the reason why MICCA never let anybody know she was married, because she wanted to move around like a single woman. She felt like if she moved around like a single woman, she would get more opportunities to make money. So this is why she hid the fact that she was actually married. She want to move around like a single woman, looking for the clout, looking for validation and attention, right? So she hid the fact that she's married. She presented herself like a baddie who agrees with conservative talking points, and she's grounded and she's so real and highly respectful. But the whole time she was disrespectful to her husband in the background, and nobody ever knew about this guy. This is the first time we seen her wearing her. This is the first time we seen this woman with her wedding ring. She hid the fact that she was married because she felt like she can make more money promoting herself as a single woman who happens to be a baddie flying across country with tampon.
Correct.
But the one time that I would have is when we had the we had an event here, but he had to work. So, I mean.
But have you made it a concerted effort to make it happen? We do what we want to do, when we want to do it, for whom we want to do it for. And if something is really important to you and your family, either on your end as a wife, you absolutely make a concerted effort for this man, or
Go ahead.
Or Anton, as a man, says, I want to meet your husband just because you're married, and I don't want any messaging or anything else to be misconstrued by him or the public. So it's fair that I introduce myself. Has that conversation happened?
No, that conversation has not happened. And I understand what you're saying. My thing, again, my business dealings is normally with me, my manager, things like that. But it's not without my husband knowing. So everything that I do, every place that I go, everything that I'm going to be doing, my husband knows. And I have to actually talk about it with him, tell him what I'm doing, things like that.
How did you reassure your husband this was strictly business? Like, if my wife is flying to another state,
because of
at some point I'm going, or I need to meet this person in person. And it doesn't matter to me if he's single or married. It doesn't matter to me if he feels that he wants to meet me. I want my wife to be very committed and loyal to
I gotta be real. I gotta be real with you. Those women who come through Anton Daniels' platform, nobody listens to them because they have talent or they are bringing some type of perspective that we've never heard of. The only reason men listen to those women because they find those women attractive. The Lucky Marie chick that be on that, men are flocking to her panel because they find her attractive, not because she has any type of talent or that she's giving you some uncommon information. That's not what it is. Women on social media get on because men would like to sleep with them. Men find them to be attractive. Nobody invites MICCA to their platform because because she's so talented. Nobody invites any of these women to their platforms because they're just so talented. That is not why men bring these women to their platforms. They don't. I'm being honest with you. Don't get mad at the messenger, get mad at the facts. But why get mad at the facts when it's not going to change? Just deal with the game for what it is. Men invite women to these platforms, or they flock to these women's platforms because they find these women attractive, not because these women have talent and uncommon information. No.
Idea of her business engagements, I should be comfortable with as a husband. Do you understand?
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying.
Sure.
But my thing is, I think a lot of people sometimes misconstrue is this. You guys separate for some reason, independent from like big conglomerates, right? So if there is...
She doesn't have talent, man. I'm not trying to downplay the woman, but she's not bringing any talent to the table. Men are not interviewing MICCA because of her talent. They're interviewing her because they would like to sleep with her. Let's be real. If your woman is on social media and all these men are giving her invites to their platform, we already know why they're giving her invites to that platform. Let's be real. Call a spade a spade. Nobody's inviting this woman to their platform because of her talent. Let's be honest.
If there's a person that has a business,
sure,
it automatically changes from if Disney calls you, right? Because there have been other things that I have done as far as...
This guy right here just said it. He said, right, I only watched Anton's show to look at her. He kept it a stack. He said the only reason that he was watching Anton's show is to see MICCA, not because of her talent, because he finds her attractive. It proves my point. Nobody's looking because of her talent. They're looking because they would like to sleep with her. They're infatuated with her looks. And I'm not saying that the woman is a dime. I said it yesterday. 7s, 8s, and 9s, there's no such thing as a dime because none of these women are perfect. This is why you will never hear King Supreme call any woman a dime. When you tell a woman she's a dime, you're telling her she's perfect. And none of these bras are worth that. Yes, you can admire a woman's beauty and give her a compliment, but a lot of you guys overdo it. Anytime you call a woman a dime, you are telling her that she is perfect, and she's far from it.
As movie sets and other things that my husband has not gone to.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody would bat an eye if I'm talking to the director or if I'm going to meet, for a shoot for this or that. Your spouse is not always coming. And so I think the notion that just because it's this person, and I understand that people have their own thoughts and perceptions of people, but I think a lot of the times when it comes down to people who are in independent media, they think it's more of a personal level, and still it's business.
Yeah, but I think what people may feel befuddled or confused by is at some point you put the business aside when rumors are brewing, when images are plastered all over social media.
Now you're talking about a year later.
Okay, so before a year later, let me ask you this. Has there ever been a concern from your husband?
7, 8s, and 9s, there's no such thing as a dime. None of these women are perfect. Please believe it. You got it from King Supreme if you heard anybody else say it. I've been saying that for years. Listen, I like 7, 8s, and 9s. There's no such thing as a dime. That's why you never hear King Supreme using that word. Oh, she's a dime. She's a dime. They don't exist. The majority of these women got makeup, weave, body shapers, eyelashes. All of these women have beauty enhancers. Yes, they can doll themselves up to look sexy and pretty, but that's not how they look naturally when you remove all of those damn accessories. 7, 8s, and 9s, there's no such thing as a dime. Why? Because none of these bras are perfect.
About your business relationship with Anton.
My business relationship, absolutely not. Because one, he can watch it. Like he can literally sit there and watch it. And then 2, if he has a concern or anything he wants to know, I just tell him.
Has he ever been incredulous? Skeptical? Has he been with your flying out there, or depending on how long you stay, or just the mere fact that I never even met this person? Has he just had that sort of incredulity, if you will, about not meeting your male business partner?
So I think he would like to be, more involved with coming out there. But again, and you know what my husband does for a living. Sure. So it's not feasible.
No, it's feasible because here's how I see it. If Anton has to get on an airplane and come and meet your husband out of respectability, then that's what a man does.
If that
so
was
it's feasible.
I was talking about feasible for if anytime I have to get up and go do something. And it's not just for
I know that because your husband hasn't always been on the show when we were doing something, so I get that.
Correct. And so that's what I mean by it's not always feasible. But if it was to that point where he wanted to have, Anton do something, or if it was, I want to go, sure, that would have been fine.
Yeah.
But it's never I don't, how should I say it? I don't give I need to hide this, or it's just, I just really feel that
beauty enhancers,
because this is independent, that we are not looking at it as business, because
what is independent?
Because this is so this is your business here.
Sure.
I can talk to you directly instead of having to talk to 1,001 people to get to you.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
With that, it's still a business,
yep,
but I can talk directly to you. So I can talk directly to Anton. So being that I can talk directly to Anton, I think people get a sense of that, well, because you can do that, then now it's something more happening if you go meet with this person.
Yeah.
Versus looking at it still the same. Yeah, this is not a big corporation, but this is still business, and this is still a person.
Men are not looking to do business. They're looking to give you the business in the bedroom, Mika.
That is going to be employing me, contracting me, whatever. That still has to happen. If I was flying to Disney has to pay for my room and board. Yeah. Disney has to do this, that, and the third. And so again, I think because it's a singular person that is easy accessible per se.
That's right. Yep.
Now it's a different notion. Well, this must be for this, instead of looking at it as business.
So let's call a thing, if you will. And I want to really drive it home. Mm-hmm. Has Anton ever flirted with you?
Flirted with me?
Yeah, he flirted with her. He told her she had a nice body. He told her she had a nice booty, just like Fleece Johnson flirted with him. Anton flirted with Micca and told Micca she was pretty with a nice body, just like Fleece Johnson flirted with Anton and told him he had a nice booty and a nice body. Yeah, true story.
As a sense of what? Just naturally, like we're sitting here, or
Hey Micca, anybody tell you got a nice body? Anybody tell you got a nice booty? I think you're cute. I think you got a nice butt. If I seen you in a skirt looking sexy, I'll get with you. I had to see what's up with you. I think you're cute. I think you got a nice butt.
Or because I'm gonna explain.
Well, I don't want to get into wordsmithing.
No, there's no wordsmithing.
Okay.
The reason why I'm asking,
because then I want to talk about some pictures too.
No, yeah, okay. I got you. But the reason why I'm asking is because there's two different things, right? So Anton does things for content, and then there's things that Anton would do if we're just sitting here.
Okay.
So if you're saying personally, if me and Anton was just sitting here, no. Now, if you're talking about for content, when we're doing the virtual rooms and things for the show, Anton has said multiple things. So that's why I asked, which one are you talking about?
So let me hear a few of the multiple things that he said that was a flirt.
What people would consider if he's, saying.
Not people, what you considered as a flirt.
She's not gonna she's not gonna admit that. She's not gonna admit that, because for her to admit that Anton was flirting with her, that would be disrespectful to her husband. So she's gonna pretend like she didn't see it that way and make it seem like that's how the audience seen it, but she didn't see it that way. Because if Micca was to admit, well, he flirted with me by saying this and that, her husband gonna say, okay, so you know this dude was flirting the whole time and you still did business with him. So she's not gonna admit that she's not gonna admit that Tampon was really flirting with her. She's gonna do her best to downplay the fact that he was flirting with her.
I would say probably if he's like, oh, Micca, you're so sweet, or you're so cute, right? But the problem that I have with it is because I know he's doing it for content, right? And he's not actually talking to me. However, I will say what I probably should have paid more attention to is the fact that people take content as real life instead of just content. Right, because
a lot of content is real life. Now, if you're a content creator who does things for shock value and clout, then you're not doing it for real reasons. You're a shock jock. But a lot of content is reality. My content is reality. I don't say things for I don't say things to get people. How could I say this? I'm not a shock jock. What I say is what I'm saying. Now, I might clown and tell a joke here and there, but for the most part, my content is reality. I speak about things that's going on in real life. So content is reality in a lot of cases. Unless you're dealing with somebody who's a shock jock, who's just saying things that they don't believe, but they'll they'll post the content for the shock value, but that's not something that they believe in real life. Of course, you got guys who make content like that. I'm not one of them. I'm not a shock jock. Whatever I tell you guys, yes, I might clown and joke here and there, but for the most part, my content is based on what goes on in real life. I don't make content for shock value. I entertain you, but at the same time, I give you the reality and the facts.
I come from a world where I know entertainment is entertainment, and people say this and that, with reality shows, all of that. It's just for entertainment, and the cameras cut off, and they don't really hate each other. They talk to each other.
But has he said those things to you privately?
No, and that's why I asked
It's all been on the show?
Yes, that's why I asked you the difference. And that's why I wanted to make that distinction. Because if I just said, he said this word, you would probably think it's just because we're sitting here. That's why I said, no. He has done it for content.
He did it for content. Make sure that you guys bless the like button. If you appreciate the content, if you're entertained and you love what we're blessed the like button. It ain't gonna cost you nothing.
And mind you, he says it to not just me, other women on the panel.
And how did you feel when a married man said that to a married woman?
Again, at first, because you don't understand,
who doesn't
content,
understand?
Meaning, well, I'm talking about myself.
Yeah.
He said, who don't understand? I like how he said that. Like, nah, I understand everything that's being said. Who do you mean? Who don't understand? I like that. He did a good job during his interview. He broke her down to her very last compound. He didn't let this woman get away with nothing. He held her accountable. He held her feet to the fire.
Things to you privately?
No, and that's why I asked
It's all been on the show?
Yes, that's why I asked you the difference. And that's why I wanted to make that distinction. Because if I just said, he said this word, you would probably think it's just because we're sitting here. That's why I said, no. He has done it for content while we're all, and mind you, he says it to not just me, other women on the panel.
And how did you feel when a married man said that to a married woman?
Again, at first, because you don't understand,
who doesn't
content,
understand?
Meaning, well, I'm talking about myself.
Yeah.
So again, being on YouTube, when you don't understand certain bounds of YouTube panels and things like that, people on panels say all types of egregious stuff or whatever to get reactions from the crowd, right? And so you might personally take stuff a certain way when they were just doing it as a reaction to get people in the crowd.
And so how did you feel?
I didn't feel a certain way. I didn't say anything because I was a little off-putted. But once I understood what he was trying to do, I'm like, okay, well, you can't say this and that and the third. It's okay if you're like, okay, I have beautiful women on my panel. That is fine, right? Because people can acknowledge that people look nice and things like that. But it's when it becomes personalized that it looks funny to the audience.
How does his wife feel? Has his wife, Rita, ever expressed to you her disdain, or have you heard her discuss something with him about her disapproval of saying that to you on?
Yeah, she a thotty with a nice body. A cutie, a thotty with a nice body. Seeking validation and attention from men. Sarah, you didn't deal with a thotty, a cutie that's a thotty with a nice body. Looking to use men for fame, attention, and money. That's what a thotty with a nice body is gonna do. She'll weaponize her beauty. She'll weaponize her body. She'll weaponize her sexuality to get thirsty men for money.
The show, even because
Go ahead.
Well, let me just say this just before you answer. I think there's a line you draw in the sand when I say something because it's content. So I'm producing content here. I'm doing a show, and if I say to you, knowing your husband, wow, you look so beautiful and you're so gorgeous, boy, I wish we could probably just go for a nice drink. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, but he's never said that to me.
Yeah,
So
but
that's totally different.
he may not.
You don't have to say it. That's exactly what he been doing. He didn't flow you out across the country. He don't have to say it. Action speaks louder than words. You heard.
Have used my words. I'm just saying.
No, he's never done that. Period. Like, oh, well, let's go for it.
But he's called you beautiful.
Yes.
And gorgeous.
Yes.
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 On the show.
Yes.
And to you, that's not a problem. Because it's happened more than once.
Correct.
And I'm not trying to make it a problem.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Sure.
Let me answer your question. So yes, he said beautiful, gorgeous, whatever. But there's not like, well, I want to take you to the whatever, or let's do this and this and that. And it's just.
Well, he's taking you somewhere. Let's look at this picture. You guys were at a game when you said he wanted to take me somewhere. Now, I'll be honest, when I saw this.
Is MICCA a thotty with a nice body? Is she a cutie with a nice body who happens to be a thotty? Give me your thoughts in the comments. A cutie who's a thotty with a nice body, they are notorious for using men for money. But then you got to blame the men for being thirsty, because clearly the woman is playing you. Clearly the woman is using you to elevate her status in social media, to elevate her status in a rap game, to elevate her status in entertainment, to elevate her status at the job. A woman who's a cutie, a thotty with a nice body, they are notorious for using simps for fame and money.
Picture, I was flabbergasted.
Why?
Because
wait.
Sure.
So go back to what you were saying, because you can't intertwine the two. So you were asking,
sure,
was he expounding on
flirt,
on the certain type of things that he says, and we were talking about him saying beautiful, whatever, but not expounding in that way.
Yes.
Now, what is your question that you're asking now? Because
I think I asked it, was it disrespectful? Did you feel that it was disrespectful? And I think you answered it.
She's not going to say it was disrespectful, because for her to admit that it was disrespectful, then that's proving her husband right about Anton having ulterior motives, disguising their relationship under business, when in reality he wants to give her the business in a bedroom. You heard me.
By saying no, because you realize that it's content and people do these shows and they say things. And you also clarified it by saying outside of the show, that has never happened. Would that be correct?
That's right. That's how women are. See, when a woman likes a man, she'll accept his advances. She'll accept the fact that he's telling her she's sexy. But when it's a man that she don't like, she'll call that sexual harassment. See, when a woman don't like you, she'll say it's sexual harassment. If she's attracted to you, she'll accept the compliment, she'll take it, and she'll laugh and giggle about it. Kind of like when Fleece Johnson flirted with Anton Daniels, and instead of Anton Daniels calling sexual harassment, Anton giggled about it. Why? Because secretly Anton was turned on when Fleece was flirting with him. It's the same thing with women. If a woman don't like you and you're flirting with her and you're making sexual advances, she will label that sexual harassment. But if she's attracted to you, if she likes you, she'll accept the compliment. She'll accept your sexual advances.
I heard.
Right, but you use the hook at the end to say, well, he's taking you somewhere.
Well, I think you said something, and we can probably roll it back in post-production. You said something about when we go places or he takes me somewhere. And that's what made me say.
So what I said was he's not adding on to the beautiful or gorgeous, saying, dang, you're so gorgeous,
yes,
that I want to take you to the whatever, so we can do this.
And I thought we clarified that, because I said those are my words. That's what I said.
See, it's like if you seen MICCA and you're like, hey, MICCA, anybody tell you got a nice body? Hey, MICCA, anybody tell you got a nice booty? I think you're sexy. I think you're cute. I think you got a nice butt. You look thick in them jeans. I see you in the skirt. I had to get with you. I had to say what's up with you. You know?
You did say he doesn't say that.
No.
Right. And I didn't want to put words in his mouth, but I wanted to be clear. So let's go to the picture.
Okay.
Tell us about this. How did this happen?
So this was the day that we did the interview. So as you
The show did an interview or just you and him?
this was my interview day.
The first day?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
So this is my interview day. Because you can go and you can see the outfits, the same
Sure.
outfit, same everything. Now what?
Let's get somebody to sponsor this show. Where's the contributors? Where's my real supporters? Sponsor this show by dropping a damn Cash App, by dropping a Cash App. If you don't want to do, I prefer that you drop the Cash App, but for those of you who send super chats, is all gravy, baby. But I prefer the Cash Apps. Realer than rap, no cap, giving you the hard-hitting facts, game delivered by King Supreme. Yeah.
He is doing here is he had already a business meeting set up there. So there is.
That's what he told you,
no,
correct?
that's
Anton is a choosy lady, choosing up with Fleece Johnson, y'all. You're licking all over his walls. Anton is a choosy lady, choosing up with Fleece Johnson, y'all. You're licking all over his wall. If you know what I mean. Anton was choosing up with Fleece Johnson. Fleece Johnson said, I think you're cute. I think you got a nice butt. If we was in prison, I had to see what's up with you. I think you got a nice butt. We was in prison. I had to get with you. I think you're cute. I think you got a nice butt. Anton is a choosy lady, choosing up with Fleece Johnson, y'all. You're licking all over his wall.
No, I'm not saying that's what he told you as if that was a cake bake. He told you he had a business meeting and you were invited.
no.
Okay.
So again, back there, probably like on the first level there is an area where if you have, your high roller seats and things like that, you, I don't know what they call it there in Detroit, but here in DC, they call it maybe the Ultra Club and things like that, where all the people.
Anton is a choosy lady. When Fleece flirted with Anton, he chose up. Instead of Anton screaming sexual harassment, he accepted Fleece Johnson's sexual advancements. Anton is a choosy lady, choosing up with Fleece Johnson, y'all. You're licking all over his wall.
That have club seats, things like that. Yeah, you have, of course, conference rooms, other things up there. And back there is where he had his meetings. He met a couple of high-profile people.
Anton Daniels was choosing up on Fleece Johnson. Anton Daniels accepted Fleece Johnson's sexual advances. He didn't cry sexual harassment. He embraced Fleece's sexual advancements. Why? Because Anton was secretly turned on by Fleece flirting with him. Why do you think he giggled about it?
They were talking about sponsorships, they were talking about interviews, a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah. I still don't think you answered the question. What I'm trying to
You
get
asked
at,
what was I doing there?
how did, because I said he had a business meeting and
Correct.
invited you,
Correct.
and you said no. So you didn't fall out the sky. They didn't open up the dome and you came down on a harness into the meeting. So what I'm saying is
Hold on, ask your actual question.
So this is what I'm saying. The interview is over. The one-on-one interview is over, correct?
Correct.
What does the conversation sound like to invite you to come here?
Okay.
Because I said you were invited and you said no.
Okay. So no, that's not what I said. But
we're going to play it back.
Nevertheless, so again, he had business meetings there, and he said, well, I got a couple meetings at the game, and these people I think will be good for you to meet. I said, sure.
And you were the only one from the team that went, or were there other people? I know you were the only interview.
I wasn't at a team then.
No, I'm saying the interview was his staff, his production. Like you have camera people, producers, etc. So the production is over. did he not only apprise you that he was going and invited you, were there other production people?
Well,
Because we all have gone out together after production.
Correct.
Yes.
Well, again.
See, I don't think MICCA expected this guy to give her the pushback that he was giving her. She thought that, well, he's gonna think I'm pretty. He's gonna let me control the narrative. No, he gave you pushback and he told you, no, you need to prove what you're saying because we look at it different. How do you feel about this? Did you view it as disrespect? I don't care about how the people looked at it. Did you look at it as disrespect?
You have production people and everything, all that other good stuff. Anton does everything himself.
Yes.
And I do mean all of it. Unless sometimes, like if he has something else going on, there may be another person there because they maybe have to help him with something else. But if it's only like one thing that he's doing outside of his own videos,
Sure,
it's only him.
So his wife wasn't there?
At this one, no.
Right, so you flew out for an interview.
Mm-hmm.
You went to his studio or place of production. Y'all did an interview, and it's just you guys. Correct.
So I flew to Detroit. Got to the hotel. Okay. Got to the studio.
He booked a hotel for you. The location.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, he booked the hotel. He flew you out. You got flued out. You got flued out, baby. Yeah, baby, I'm gonna fly you out. I'm gonna get you a brand new Brazilian lace front wig. You dig? I'm gonna get you on the 5150 with Corey Holcomb, baby. Yeah, rock with me, futon. You know what I mean? Tampon Daniels. You dig what I'm saying, baby? I got that ticket. You gonna fly out. We gonna do it big in Los Angeles. We're gonna go to the Lakers game. We're gonna get courtside tickets. We're gonna go to the 5150 show. You already know, baby. You gonna get flew out. Yeah.
Got to the studio. His wife came past the studio. That's when I first met her.
Sure.
But she did not stay.
Okay. Let me ask you this, and I'm not trying to be too investigatory, but it gives foundation. How far is the hotel from?
Nobody's blocking your comments. YouTube is blocking your comments. You're not that important to where somebody's blocking your comments unless you're saying something outrageous and stupid. If you're not saying something that's just outrageous, disrespectful, and stupid, none of my mods are blocking your comments. YouTube is blocking your comments. You're not that important for people to just say, I'm going to block your comments. Nobody's thinking about you like that. I had to set the record straight.
The studio and from his home, if you knew that.
I've never been to his home. So
well, you don't have to go to a person's home.
You said from his
know.
home, so
yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know that. Okay, fair enough. From the studio. Give or take 5, 10, 15 minutes or more.
I say maybe 10 or 15.
Okay, 10 or 15. So then he says
it's all downtown.
It's all downtown. So he says, hey, I got this business meeting. I'm going to this game. Would you like to go with me? And obviously you said yes because you weren't forced into going.
Not I got this game. I got this meeting.
I had this meeting. Okay, so if I'm looking at this picture, are you all on the floor at a basketball game?
Correct, that's the floor.
Okay, at a basketball game.
Correct.
So you went to a basketball game. Did you watch the game?
No, this picture right here, we probably sat on this court maybe 10 minutes.
Oh,
we
I
were
see.
in the back.
So a meeting and then y'all just went on the floor to take a picture.
No, we just went on the floor and we sat there maybe 10 minutes and then they had their,
sat there 10 minutes to watch a game for 10 minutes?
He wanted to see a little bit of the game. Sat there maybe about 10 minutes. The quarter ended, went right back to the back.
Okay, and was his wife invited with you guys to the business meeting?
No.
I don't know if she was invited or not.
Was she there?
If she was there, no.
She was not there.
Of course she wasn't there. Of course the wife wasn't there courtside. Why he got you trying to look like he the Mac of the year. Man, listen here. MICCA is Anton's trophy wife. Well, was Anton's work trophy wife. This is the woman that Anton really wanted to marry. But see, when Anton got married, he didn't have the money. He didn't have the money that he has now when he got married. MICCA is the type of woman that he would really want to be his wife. But see, when Tampon was on a come up, Tampon never had access to beautiful women. Now that he has the money to pay these women to be around him. See, Tampon pays beautiful women to be around him. That's exactly what he's doing.
Okay. In that moment, did you feel awkward?
No, because I was there for a meeting. So
But you had nothing to do with the meeting, right?
Let me finish.
Sure.
I was there for a meeting, right? So he's already having his business dealings, whatever he's going to do. You're in business. You're in this crowd.
Sure.
You absolutely understand that there are networking opportunities. If I know so-and-so and I bring you with me
Sure.
and so-and-so sees you,
Correct.
oh, you can make networking opportunities. And you also know that it does not happen in a vacuum. It does not happen in offices.
Correct.
It does not happen. You can be at the golfing, you can be at the NBA games, all types of things. So again, kind of like just like the thing we were talking about with it just being the fact that it's just that person that is the business entity.
See, you know what I used to teach? You know what I used to teach men when I used to do like relationship content? Some of you people would call it red pill, but I call it macking and playerism. Never lead with your wallet, always lead with logic, especially when dealing with women. Never lead with your wallet, always lead with logic when you're dealing with women. It's very important that you make logical decisions. When you lead with your wallet, you put yourself in a terrible situation to get used by the damn woman. Lead with logic, never lead with your damn wallet. These women will use and abuse you, then kick you to the curb the moment they have no more use for you. I am giving you the facts, the hard-hitting facts. King Supreme, delivering the straight-laced game. Never lead with your wallet, always lead with logic. You got it from King Supreme. So if I see people copying, come back to the source. You already understand who told you that. Simps lead with their wallet. True players and Max lead with logic, information, and understanding.
I also think that when people don't know business or people have never experienced what it's like to network, especially with people that are upper echelon, they don't understand that these things don't happen in just offices. These things don't happen in a particular place. So there are a lot of high rollers and business people. Like there were people there that were part of the NBA.
Sure.
The guy that owns the actual arena.
Yeah.
All there.
Yeah.
All the mayor, like all there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. The former mayor.
The former mayor, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the difference, and you know this because we work together.
Mm-hmm.
I go back to how critical it is for the male that you're working with, particularly when it's sort of independent and we are being seen and these sort of pictures come about. It's important to meet and know your husband. And I'm not saying he isn't a man of character because I don't know Anton. And I'm not here to vilify him. I'm just going based off how things look and what the...
That's why I said it the other day, man. A woman must prove her loyalty through her actions. Let's say you meet a woman, she's pretty, you pay all her bills and you're taking care of her. You don't even know if that woman likes you because she's never did anything to prove her loyalty. She's never made any sacrifices. That's why you never get a woman and just pay everything. She must go through a test. Every diamond got to go through the fire, but to prove that it's a certified diamond. You don't just say it's a diamond because it looks good. You must put these diamonds through the test to prove that they're real. Okay, it's the same when you're dealing with women. If you get a woman and pay her bills and make her lifestyle great, but she's never did anything to you, you don't even know if this woman likes you. This woman ain't never did anything to prove her loyalty because you continue to spend your money and give her the red carpet treatment, and she ain't did anything to prove her loyalty to you. Now, if a woman is down with you, she's proven her loyalty, then you can do nice things for her. You can give her gifts. You can shower her and pamper her with things because she's proved to you through actions that she's down with you for the long haul. She's not with you based on what you're giving her. She's with you based on the fact that she loves you and she's rocking with you and she's proven her loyalty through actions. But when you pay 100%, I said it before and I say it again, Paying 100% ain't gonna make that woman submit. The gain, the knowledge, the wisdom, and the information is what that woman should be submitting to. The money is just a bonus. The money is just an extra. You listen, homie, you will never know if a woman likes you if you paying 100%, making her life great, and she ain't never did a damn thing to prove her loyalty to you.
Concerns have been in the public,
I can understand, but that's why I don't mind. That's why I don't mind talking about it, because there's nothing nefarious that I ever had going on. And again, I never do anything unless my husband knows.
So your husband knew that you were going to this business meeting.
My husband knew that I was where I was.
No, that's not. Let's be very clear with language. So I want to be clear with my question.
Okay.
Did your husband know that after the show, the interview was over, you were going to a basketball, not a basketball, you were going to a meeting at an arena where a basketball game was?
I don't remember if I told him before or after, but I did tell my husband. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you told him, but
of course.
When you say you don't remember
meaning
before or after,
is
it fair to say you told him after?
No, it's not fair.
Because how do you not remember that?
Because I don't remember everything about that day.
No, but you're a married woman who goes, and I want to be fair to you, but I want us
because
to be.
Because to me, everything that I'm doing is business. So again,
but a married woman doesn't forget if she told her husband she went somewhere before or after.
No, you're trying to pinpoint a time frame, and I'm telling you, I don't remember my time frame.
Not a time frame.
I tell my husband everything. So yes, I did, and I posted this. This is my picture.
Yes.
See, I said it before, and I said it again. When you pay 100%, and you never put this woman to the test to prove her loyalty, she could easily leave you. Why is it easy for her to leave you? Because she never invested anything. It's the same thing if you got a business partner and you're the one investing and they're not investing, they're going to be the first ones to walk away because they never invested in anything. So they have no investment. So it's easy to walk away when you didn't invest in, when you don't invest in things. You know how many simps I know who paid 100% and their wives and women still left them? Paying 100% ain't going to make that woman submit. She must submit to the game plan, your manhood and masculinity. That's the only way. That's the only way to know she rocking with you, family. Paying 100% ain't gonna make women submit. There's plenty of suckers and busters and hoe trusters who pay 100%, and a woman still left them. Look at this clown, Papi Chulo. I don't know if you know who this Papi Chulo is. He married a single mother, paid for everything, and the woman still divorced him and still left him. And he's still talking this 100%. Paying 100% ain't gonna make that woman submit. The game, the knowledge, the information, your manhood, your masculinity, the principles that you stand on is what's gonna make that woman submit. Paying 100% has never made women submit. Plenty of suckers that paid 100% and their wives still divorced them, still left them, still took them to the cleaners to get them for his money.
So again, if I was trying to hide it, if I didn't want my husband to know it, I would have never posted.
So you think posting it makes you innocuous?
No, I'm telling you that I don't hide anything. I have nothing to hide. And so if I wanted to hide something from my spouse, I would have never posted.
Let's look at the next picture. I thought the next picture was really, really interesting. And in this next picture.
But wait, why are you leaving that one? Why are you leaving? Why are you leaving that one?
What is there more you want to expound?
No, but okay. It's something that you want to expound on because
you said why I'm leaving that picture to go to the next one? Mm-hmm. Because I felt like you gave clarity. What I heard you say was it wasn't a basketball game I was invited to. Correct. I was invited to a business meeting.
Correct.
I heard you say I went for an interview, and after the interview, I was asked and I accepted the offer.
Okay.
I heard you say that I apprised my husband, or you told your husband this is where you were going. You couldn't remember if it was before or after, but either way, your husband knew. And the final thing you said was you posted the picture.
Correct.
I have nothing further. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Next picture. I was flabbergasted by this picture
Okay, tell me why.
because there's
Listen, I do believe in doing nice things for a beautiful woman that's on your team, but she must prove her loyalty through actions. So I'm not saying that you can't do nice things for your woman and treat her like a princess or even treat her like a queen, but she must earn it. She must earn it before she deserves it. You don't give the red carpet treatment to a woman before she earns it, before she does things to prove to you that she actually deserves it. You know what a simp do? A simp will look at a woman, she's beautiful, so he'll give her the red carpet treatment based on the fact that she's beautiful, not that she's even done anything to prove her loyalty. A simp will spend money based on a woman's beauty, and she ain't never did anything to prove her loyalty. That's the mindset of a trick. That is the mindset of a simp. Paying 100% ain't gonna make that woman submit. Your manhood, your masculinity, your masculine energies is what that woman should be submitting to. That's the only way you're gonna know if she's loyal.
no way my wife would be physically touching, leaning on a married man, leaning on a single man, leaning on another man in a way that suggests I'm feeling you, I like you. This is really some sort of
Why do you think that says I'm feeling you?
even
Because-
if it doesn't say I'm feeling you, I don't want
I'm
my
saying,
wife.
Why do you think?
Yeah.
Why do you think that suggests that I'm feeling you? Because
Okay, let's
hold on,
omit
hold on,
feel, so
hold
we
on.
don't
The
get
reason
stuck
why
on
I'm
that word.
asking you,
Okay.
the reason why I'm asking you is I have tons of pictures of our former co-hosts
Yep.
with the same lean, everything.
But here's the difference.
Hold on.
Yes.
And that person is also a male, all right? And we have a working relationship, and it's the same exact type of picture.
But here's the disrespect. Here's the disrespect. This is a married man that you are physically leaning into.
I'm not leaning into.
That to me,
I'm not leaning into.
to me, let me, and
There's space there.
here's my perspective of
Okay.
it. There's a gap between it, but I'm looking at how you have a smile on your face. This is just my perspective. Your eyes look seductive. Just my perspective. And your arm is relaxed on his upper shoulder.
Correct.
And
Somebody said this is an interrogation. No, he's asking the real questions. Y'all want him to throw softball questions at that woman. This is this is what you call an interrogation. Yeah, yeah. Listen, it is a must that you apply heavy pressure to a woman to get the truth. Because when you throw softball questions, you give her room to start dancing. You give her room to start deflecting. This is why you go hard in the paint. To see the woman for who she really is, to move past her facade, to move past the image that she's presenting to the public. I'm gonna get down to the nitty-gritty. The truth ain't listen, I'm gonna get down to the nitty-gritty. The truth is rarely pretty. It can be pretty sometimes, but most of the time it gets ugly once you get down to the nitty-gritty, once you get down to the hard-hitting facts. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. The truth is barely pretty. Most of the time it gets ugly once you get to the hardcore hidden facts. It is a must that you apply heavy pressure to a woman, on a woman, to see her for who she really is, instead of that image that she is presenting to the public.
I would never imagine a married woman leaning on a business male partner that way. That to me is inappropriate.
Okay.
If you were my wife,
Okay.
I would have a serious problem. My problem would
Okay.
be so serious, you would have to probably extinguish your contract with him.
Okay.
Just because, and I will also feel a little uncomfortable that this gentleman obviously did not either push you away or suggest that we shouldn't take this type of picture. I've never met your husband. I fly you out here once or twice. This is this may not be the first time. So which point was this? Not that it matters if it was the third time, the fourth time.
This is the second time.
Oh, goodness. The second time?
This is the second time I'm out there. Not the second time I'm dealing with Anton.
Okay, so what's and it doesn't matter to me, but what's that gap between the first time you're there, he takes you to a business meeting at a basketball game, and you guys are sitting on the floor like you are
That we're working
a couple.
together? And it's not like that.
Well, that's not working
No,
together.
go back to what you just said.
Hold
It's
on,
not-
is that working together?
No, go back to what you just said.
Which part?
It's not that, no, you said a couple.
Well, pick one.
No, you said,
I like the fact that he's giving this woman a mirror. See, most men have gave her the red carpet treatment because of her beauty, because of her sexuality, and based on the fact that they wanted to sleep with her. You got to give these women a mirror. It is a must that you apply heavy pressure to see her for who she really is, instead of that image that she's presenting to the public. You got to break down those barriers. You got to break down walls. You got to get to the facts, y'all. Anytime you throw softball questions at a woman, you are giving her room for deflection. You are giving her room to start tap dancing so that she can control the damn narrative. It is a must that you apply heavy pressure to see this woman for who she really is. You got to go hard in the paint. You got to put paint where it ain't. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. The truth is rarely pretty. It can be pretty sometimes, but for the most time, it can get pretty sometimes, but for the most part, the truth gets ugly. The truth gets down and dirty. Too many men are giving women a red carpet treatment based on their looks, and it's not based on their actions or what they actually bring to the damn table. Giving this woman a red carpet treatment based on her looks and beauty, and she ain't never did a damn thing to prove her loyalty.
sitting on the floor like you are a couple.
Yeah, listen, I'm not.
But you're
MICCA.
you're interjecting your own thoughts, especially.
I'm giving you my perspective.
But your perspective is after I told you. So to put something else there.
Okay, I see. That's fair. Okay, so
something else
but
on it.
I think that's a fair point. I don't want to spin it. What I want to say is messaging. Imagery is critical because imagery is messaging.
Correct.
And a lot of times on the Jumbotron at a game, we often see couples, whether you're high up or you're on the floor. A lot of times when people are on the floor, you see.
Do you sit at the game?
Do I sit at the game?
Correct.
Yes.
Do you sit at the game on the floor?
I have.
No. Do you all the time?
No.
Okay. All right. So who have you met at these games on the floor?
This is my show, not yours. I'm not answering the questions.
Oh, okay. And the reason
if I come on your show, then we can get into that.
However,
I'm
but
not
the reason
I'm not answering any questions. I'm gonna hold your feet to the fire, and you're gonna answer the questions that I'm giving you. You're not gonna spin the narrative. You're not gonna flip it. You're not gonna twist it. This is not a gimmick. I am giving you the hard-hitting facts. I am asking you the questions that everybody wants to know. It is my job as an interviewer to hold your feet to the fire. I'm not going to throw softball questions so that you can start deflecting, so that you can start tap dancing, so that you can spin the damn narrative. I'm not going to let that happen.
Asked you is to give perspective, right?
Yes.
Because what I found, okay, because I'm usually in the skybox.
Yes.
When I'm here in DC, I'm in my box. I don't like to be down on the floor. That's not my thing.
Sure.
On the floor, there are family members there. They are some of those people. A lot of them are like business seats.
Yep.
Yeah.
So anybody from these law firms, offices, are down there on the floor.
Yep.
That I've never known who sits down on the floor because I don't care and I don't sit there, right? But by being there, I found out who was actually down there, family members, business partners, all of that. That's who I met.
Listen,
so hold on.
Yes.
So again, I'm not disputing your perspective as far as people that don't know.
Yeah.
Right? That's fair. But when you are in that world and you are in the know, and you know more than just
Somebody say he got Molly, man. Molly is a feminist, man. She's a feminist. Molly believes her beauty makes her deserve the red carpet treatment. It works with a simp. It works with a trick. But a man who's standing on manhood and masculinity is going to put you to the test. You're going to have to prove your loyalty. Stop giving these women the red carpet treatment based on their beauty, and she ain't never did a damn thing to prove her loyalty. Stop doing it. You're disrespecting manhood. You're disrespecting your manhood and masculinity. Giving women a red carpet treatment based on their beauty, and she ain't did a damn thing to prove her loyalty to you. You're doing yourself a major disservice.
I would say the popular culture of who might sit down there, right? Because you might see your favorite rapper, things like that. But all those people that are sitting beside the rapper, you absolutely don't know why they're there.
But two married people shouldn't be sitting together without their spouses.
No. Now, see, and here we are again with you going back to something that's not, because you are essentially saying that I cannot do any business dealings with somebody that is in business because that person is married.
No, what I'm saying is somebody who's never met your husband.
Because if I go out with you or anybody
and
else,
I met your husband.
Okay, but
the former host has met your husband.
We've already talked about that.
Yep.
But what I'm saying is, you're saying because you don't know when you're looking at that picture. You don't know if he met him or not.
I know he hasn't met your husband. When I looked at that picture, and maybe because I have inside knowledge.
Yeah, that's why. So my point is, you don't know.
But I don't have to know that's inappropriate.
I don't have to know the situation. The picture proves that it's inappropriate. You got a whole husband at home. MICCA is gaslighting. She is deflecting. Why? Because several of simps have allowed her to get away with nonsense based on her beauty, and she's never had to prove her loyalty She's never had to prove her loyalty. Simps will give her the red carpet treatment based on her looks and beauty. She's not used to proving herself to a man. If a woman don't earn it, she don't deserve it. If a woman don't serve her purpose, she is worthless to a man. You dig what I'm saying? What is a woman's purpose? Whatever it is that you require for a woman. You might like your woman cooking meals in high heels and looking sexy. Maybe that's your requirement for your woman. If a woman don't serve her purpose, she is worthless to you as a man. You dig what I'm saying? No, a lot of ladies gonna get mad, but I don't give a damn. I'm telling the truth. If a man don't have a job and he can't pay no bills, then a woman is gonna look at that man like he is worthless. She gonna look at that man like he ain't serving his purpose. If he can't pay bills, if he ain't a go-getter, if he ain't out there getting money, if he can't provide certain things, that woman gonna look at you like you worthless, dog. So you got to look at women the same way. If she's not feminine, respectful, submissive, if she's not going to prove her loyalty through actions, then that woman is worthless because she's not serving her purpose in your life. You got to look at it just like that. If not, you're going to get played.
Let me say this. And maybe you just don't see it. You can't see how this could be construed.
That's not what I said.
Okay,
we just talked.
Okay, so do you see this as being inappropriate?
We just talked about what it can look like imagery-wise.
So let me ask you, forget the imagery. Is this inappropriate to you?
From my perspective, it wasn't, because that's not what I was doing. But I told you, I can understand why people might have thought that, but I literally did not have anything going on or anything, like there's nothing inappropriate going on. So me just leaning didn't seem like an issue to me.
Okay, so here's some hard questions I really, really need to ask you. First one is, it may not be as hard, but here it is. Are you going to continue working with Anton?
Well, I have not been on after hours since the whole incident happened.
That's not answering my question.
I'm not finished.
Okay.
So I haven't been on after hours since the incident happened. And I felt that, there were a lot of things that I did not like about everything that went on. So with that, I decided to pull away from the show. So no, I am not.
Is that a permanent termination?
I am not.
Permanent termination?
Yes. I was only doing one show.
Okay, so you're no longer a part of it. Here's another very challenging question, but I have to ask you. I just have to ask you. Have you and Anton ever had sex?
No. No.
Any?
Hold
He
on.
said, man, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Have you and Anton ever had sex? I'm going to cut straight to the chase. I ain't going to BS with you. I ain't going to sit up there and play no games with you. Did you have sex with Anton? This is what everybody want to know. Hey, look, she's trying to get serious. Like, oh, no.
Yeah, it's hard, but here it is. Are you going to continue working with Anton?
Well, I do not. Well, I have not been on after hours since the whole incident happened.
That's not answering my question.
I'm not finished.
Okay.
So I haven't been on after hours since the incident happened. And I felt that, you know, there were a lot of things that I did not like about everything that went on. So with that, I decided to pull away from the show. So no, I am not.
Is that a
That's
permanent
a no,
termination?
I am not.
Permanent termination?
Yes.
Yeah,
I was only doing one show.
Okay, so you're no longer a part of it. Here's another very challenging question, but I have to ask you. I just have to ask you. Have you and Anton ever had sex?
No. No.
Any?
Hold on. No.
Okay. Any sexual relations?
No. It's all.
Was there any fornication or sexual relations between you and Tampon? I'm going to say it again. Was there any fornication or any sexual relations with you and Tampon? Answer the question honestly. Fornication and sexual relations. That's what we want to know.
Always been strictly professional. And that's.
And you could be professionally sexual.
Or I would know.
Well, that's
So
what I'm
again,
saying. Yeah.
it's always been strictly professional. Strictly professional. Like I said, Anton has a persona online.
Okay.
I get his persona online. But personally, Anton hasn't done that to me.
Okay. What happened between him and Corey Holcomb? Because the 5150 show, from what we all saw, you were there with Anton, correct? We didn't see you, but clearly Corey said your name. And I even saw a video that he said Mika could come and do the show. She could come here. I would love for her to come. What happened that was not visible to the public that you can share? Like, we saw a lot, but was there anything behind the scenes? Were the guys agitated initially? I remember, I think I saw something where you said that it was actually on your own show. You said, hey, Corey shook my hand. I met him and he knew I was there. What happened?
She had to hit it. Ooh, child, I need to take a drink on that one. I'm sitting up over here sweating. Little Mika sitting up there sweating. She wiping her sweat off her head. You're like, ooh, child, let me take a drink of this water real quick before I answer that. Hey, things are getting hot in this damn kitchen. The temperature is rising, especially when the questions get real. You already understand the deal.
No.
Any?
Hold on. No.
Okay. Any sexual relations?
No. It's always been strictly professional. And that's.
And you could be professionally sexual.
Or I would know.
Well, that's
so
what I'm
again,
asking. Yeah.
It's always been strictly professional. Strictly professional. Like I said, Anton has a persona online.
Okay.
I get his persona online. But personally, Anton hasn't done that to me.
Okay. What happened between him and Corey Holcomb? Because the 5150 show, from what we all saw, you were there with Anton, correct? We didn't see you, but clearly Corey said your name. And I even saw a video that he said Mika can come and do the show. She could come here. I would love for her to come. What happened that was not visible to the public that you can share? Like, we saw a lot, but was there anything behind the scenes? Were the guys agitated initially? I remember.
Let me phrase it this way. You can use whatever you want to create a narrative. But again, those images have been on my Instagram for over a year.
And that's a beef I had with you. Why is this man on your Instagram and not your husband?
So I don't want to put that in.
Okay.
Because
You got tampon all over your Instagram and not your husband. Put this woman on a hot seat. I love the fact that he put this woman on a hot seat. You got tampon all over your Instagram and nobody seeing your husband. You're flying across country, going on trips with futon, with tampon. Put that woman in a hot seat. Don't let her get away with nothing.
I don't want to put that in.
Things was just, there was a recent conversation about you being the side chick. So
so that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because the images are not.
Yeah, but those images, those images
have been on my
corroborated.
Instagram.
But those images corroborated a narrative that people wanted to put out there.
That they wanted,
had something to use.
Well, they have. You can, let me phrase it this way. You can use whatever you want to create a narrative, but again, those images have been on my Instagram for over a year.
And that's a beef I had with you. Why is this man on your Instagram and not your husband?
So I don't want to put that in.
She was speechless. She was lost for words. Why is tampon on your Instagram and not your husband? She was lost for words. She had no explanation for it. She started stuttering. She started tap dancing and stuttering. She had no answer. Tap dancing and stuttering with no answer. You got tampon where your husband? Well, I don't. Tap dancing, stuttering, can't even answer the question. I like how he put her in the blender. I love how he put that woman in the mix. I love how he kept her feet to the damn fire and put this woman on a damn hot seat.
Over a year.
And that's a beef I had with you. Why is this man on your Instagram and not your husband?
So I don't want to put that in.
Okay. But do you understand?
Then that pulled me to pulling his mindset in, and he's not sitting here talking.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. But no other males. So these are the takeaways. Mm-hmm. No males on your Instagram.
Well, I wasn't finished. So, okay. We have.
She had. We have. She's tap dancing. Can't even answer the damn question. Put that woman on a hot seat so we can see this woman for who she really is, so we can move past her image, so that we can move past that damn facade, break her down to her very last compound, so we can see that, so that we can see this woman for who she really is.
Understand? Then that pulled me to pulling his mindset in, and he's not sitting here talking.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. But no other males. So these are the takeaways. Mm-hmm. No males on your Instagram.
Well, I wasn't finished. So, okay. We have the lessons.
Yes.
And we have.
So what was the first lesson again you said you got from this?
Oh, just being, so what the takeaways are: first, lessons. Understanding that even though this is all business, this is above board, the public may perceive something a certain way, and you just have to be aware of how they may perceive it, even if it's not that.
Correct.
So not to give the public something to make a thing when it's not a thing, and having to defend a lie, because now when people ask me a question about that situation, it's to defend something that absolutely never happened.
Yeah.
And you cannot defend a lie.
What's the next takeaway?
The next takeaway is just to make sure that it's everything
You notice once it got real, she started stuttering and tap dancing. She's lost for words. She lost for words. All of a sudden, she has brain fog. She is stuttering, confused, and tap dancing. Why? Because she's not used to men holding her accountable. Most men give her the red carpet treatment based on her beauty, and she never has to prove her loyalty. Men have allowed this woman to get away with some of the most terrible things. Why? Because they don't hold her accountable. She gets away with any and everything because of her beauty. Now that somebody holds her feet to the fire, holds her accountable, makes her prove what she's saying, she can't stand on business. She's stuttering. She's tap dancing. All of a sudden, she has brain fog when it gets real, when it gets hot in the kitchen.
Is contractual, right? So even though if me and you are, my manager, just to make sure everything is contractual, even with the third party.
Next takeaway. If there's a
MICCA is not Mika. Listen, homie, MICCA ain't used to a man applying heavy pressure. She's not used to this type of pressure. She's used to softball questions. She's not used to heavy pressure. That's why she's crumbling. That's why she's tap dancing. That is why she's deflecting the moment that it got hot in that kitchen. Please believe, King Supreme.
next, I don't want to just line them up for you.
No, opposite of that, it's just, honestly, I think just overall, just to make sure that you're just not giving people things that they think are going on, not to let stuff linger, because I'm a very private person.
That's the Pisces in us.
Yeah, I'm a very private person, and again, I'm not doing anything nefarious. And so sometimes when I hear things, I'll say, okay, well, people are gonna just talk. I don't give life to it because it's not true.
Do you like a little bit of the attention?
I've always got attention.
No, that's not what I'm asking.
No, I've always got.
That's not what I'm asking.
No.
No.
I've always got.
You can't
attention.
modify.
No, that's not what I'm asking. We know you get attention, and that's the problem. Simps have allowed you to get away with capital unalivings. If you know what I mean. Simps have allowed you to tap dance and get away with things. I didn't ask you, did you always get attention? I am asking you, do you love the validation and attention that you are getting from thirsty men? That is the question that I'm asking. I already know you get attention. This is why you're an airhead. You're used to getting away with things. You're not used to a man holding your feet to the fire. You're not used to a man putting you in a damn hot seat. So we know that you get attention, and that's part of the damn problem. That's the main contributing factor to why she's the way that she is. Getting all this damn attention, and she ain't did a damn thing to deserve it. That's the problem.
That's the Pisces in us.
Yeah, I'm a very private person, and again, I'm not doing anything nefarious. And so sometimes when I hear things, I'll say, okay, well, people are gonna just talk. I don't give life to it because it's not true.
Do you like a little bit of the attention?
I've always got attention.
No, that's not what I'm asking.
No, I've always got.
That's not what I'm asking.
No. I've always got.
You can't modify my question. This is called perspective. It's my perspective.
And this is my perspective of your answer.
Okay, but this is what I had to go through being her executive producer, y'all. This is what I had to go through.
So the attention from the negative stuff, absolutely
No, do you
not.
like attention from men?
No.
Okay.
She's lying. If it wasn't for the attention of men, nobody would know who you are. She's not getting attention based on her talent. She's got attention based on her beauty and looks. She's never did a damn thing to earn any of the attention that she's getting, that she is receiving. She ain't did a damn thing to deserve that attention. I don't. Yes, you do. If it wasn't for male attention, nobody would care who she is. Nobody would care. She's not getting attention based on her. She's not getting attention based on her talent. She's getting attention based on the fact that men would like to sleep with her. It has nothing to do with talent. And now I don't like, yeah, you do. Because with it, listen, homie, listen. If you remove male attention, she's nothing. Nobody pays her any attention. If you remove the thirsty men who gives her attention for doing absolutely nothing.
I like attention to what I'm doing.
Are you happily married?
I'm definitely happily married.
Are you bored in your marriage?
No.
Okay. Just people, you wanted me to ask the questions.
They want you to be messy.
No. Listen,
let's call it.
He's not being messy. He's asking you real questions. She's used to men kissing her behind based on her looks. The man ain't being messy. He's asking you real questions and holding you accountable, putting your ass on a hot seat. Let me tell you something. All these weak ass men have gave her attention. All these weak men have gave this woman attention for doing absolutely nothing. All she got to do is show up and look pretty. She ain't did a damn thing to prove her loyalty. You got simps and tricks giving her the red carpet treatment based on the fact that they feel she's beautiful, based on the fact that they find her attractive, but she ain't did a damn thing to deserve any of this attention that she's receiving, that she is getting. She ain't did nothing to deserve it. She did absolutely nothing to earn it. She said he's being messy because he's holding her accountable.
Call a thing a thing. They want you to be messy. They want you to hold on. This is the internet. They want you to be messy.
No, he ain't being messy. He's holding your feet to the fire. He's putting you on a hat. He's putting you in a hot seat. He's asking you the questions that everybody. He's asking you questions that everybody want to know. You're not going to get softball questions so that you can start deflecting, so that you can start tap dancing, so that you can spin the damn narrative.
Do you like attention from men?
No.
Okay.
I like attention to what I'm doing.
Are you happily married?
I'm definitely happily married.
Are you bored in your marriage?
Yeah.
Okay. Just people, you wanted me to ask the questions.
They want you to be messy.
No. Listen.
Let's call it. Let's call a thing a thing. They want you to be messy. They want you to hold on. This is the internet. They want you to be messy. They want you to be all in my business, and they want you to get something out of me that isn't there. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem in my marriage. Most of y'all didn't even know I was married because
you was moving like a single woman. You was moving like a single woman. You represented yourself like a single woman. So of course we didn't know that you were married.
This is why. And two, outside of entertainment, just like your girl Beyonce, it's none of your damn business.
She keeps it tight sealed.
What try to, at least before the elevator.
Yeah.
But my point is. The general public is only, with anybody that's in the public, is only preview to what you let them know. Now, a lot of them want to dig. A lot of them want to,
Females are not used to men holding them accountable, so they're gonna get argumentative, and very defensive, because she's not used to men holding her accountable. She's used to men pedestalizing her for her beauty and looks. She's not used to proving her loyalty to a damn man. Men give her the red carpet treatment based on her beauty, and she's never had to prove her loyalty. So when you question her and put her on a hot seat, she's going to accuse you of being messy, when in reality, you're just holding the broad accountable to see who she is as a person, so that she can't hide behind that image, so that she can't hide behind that fake ass facade that she presented to the public on social media. We're not going to let you run. We're not going to let you hide. We're going to hold you accountable. We're going to put you on the hot seat. Ain't nobody being messy. We're just holding you accountable. We're not going to give you we're not giving you the red carpet treatment based on your looks and beauty. You must prove your loyalty through actions, and actions only.
Find something salacious, this and that. That's fine, because people like drama. But
do you think it was embarrassing to your husband?
To do what?
No, not to do anything. Do you think
not once did she take accountability for embarrassing her husband? She accused this man of being messy when all he did was ask the real questions that everybody want to know. You just being messy. No, he ain't being messy. He's addressing you in a major way, in a real way. Stand on business. Prove your loyalty through actions. You ain't gonna get red carpet treatment based on beauty. I know that. Check it.
I think the
headline?
memes, the headlines.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was embarrassing to me because it wasn't true.
Yeah. Did he express to you how he felt?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And again, it was embarrassing to me because it wasn't true.
What did he say?
I mean,
about how he felt.
He didn't like it, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And
is that
this woman embarrassed her husband publicly, but she refuses to take accountability. This woman embarrassed her husband publicly, but she refused to take accountability. This is what happens when you give women a red carpet treatment without them proving their damn loyalty through actions. Listen, you create monsters. You create, and listen, when you give women a red carpet treatment based on their beauty and they ain't got to prove their loyalty, you are creating monsters. Listen, homie, you beta males, you tricks and simps are the reason that we have entitled women, entitled females. They're not, listen, homie, they're not used to men holding them accountable for anything. They're used to men pedestalizing them based on their beauty. They are used to men pedestalizing them based on their beauty. They're not used to, women like this are not used to proving their loyalty to men. Why would she prove her loyalty to men when the majority of men are giving her the red carpet treatment based on her beauty and she ain't never got to prove no damn loyalty? You beta males, you tricks and simps have created these monsters. You have created these entitled females. Why? Because they want to get something for nothing. They want to weaponize their beauty to get money in today's society, and that's exactly what they've been doing. Weaponizing her sexuality and beauty to get money without proving no damn loyalty.
We have to, because again, I had never been involved in something.
Listen, man, I'm gonna wrap this one up, man. I think I done said enough. I think I done done enough. We've been here for 2 hours and 26 minutes. Can you dig it? We're gonna let the rest of the clip play. Bless the like button if you haven't already. Bless the Cash App and the Super Chat. Let's get some more contributors and supporters to like one of the hottest shows in the game delivered by King Supreme. Subscribe to the channel. Dig this with a shovel. We elevating to the next level in the game, baby.
Everywhere like that. And on top of that, it's a lie.
Yep.
And so I had to process how I wanted to move forward with that. But I called Anton and I spoke to him like I would do when we have any other business dealings.
Sure.
And I told him how I felt, like I'm telling you right now, about, avocation and things like that. And from that point on, he called, well, I'm gonna see how you doing with it and such and such. But I just came to a point where I know that certain things aren't going to change because that's his platform, and I wouldn't want somebody to change their platform.
So how did he handle it? Was he just like, okay, if that's your decision, I respect it?
That's exactly what he said.
Okay.
Almost to the T.
Yep.
But he understood because.
Will you all remain friends? You're not working together. Will you remain in contact rather?
Will we remain cordial?
Will you remain in contact with each other?
No, we never had a relationship where he's just calling me just to call, just like we don't go out and chill just to chill.
But he can send you a message on a DM. Like, is he blocked?
No.
So he's not blocked. Okay.
No, he's not.
So he's.
Micca disrespected her husband publicly, but she takes no accountability. Zero, none. She's accusing the public of being messy. No, you're messy. You're flying around town, going out with this man, Tampon, and instead of her taking accountability, she deflects and said that we're being messy for asking her real questions. No accountability from this woman. But that's what happens when you give women a red carpet treatment and they ain't did a damn thing to deserve it. They ain't did a damn thing to earn it. You create entitled, disrespectful women when you give them things that they don't deserve. That's what happens. You're giving her things that she didn't earn. You're giving her things that she don't deserve. She must earn it before she deserves it. And she ain't did a damn thing to earn it, which means she don't deserve it. All of the attention that she's given, attention and free validation, she ain't did a damn thing to earn it. She ain't did a damn thing to deserve it. Shame on you beta males, tricks, and simps for pedestalizing unworthy women. You're creating entitled monsters. She's weaponizing her beauty and sexuality to get money from simps and tricks. That's exactly what it is. She's not used to men holding her accountable. Instead of her taking accountability for disrespecting her husband, she called everybody messy.
Still has access. If he wanted to
blocked.
reach you, he has access.
He's not blocked. He's not blocked.
Yeah.
Because there isn't. I don't have a disdain or something like
Correct.
that for anything he does. And
You
on
just
top,
ended your contract.
we just ended the business relationship that we had.
Okay.
And I'm not interested in bashing Anton.
All right,
And
man, we're going to wrap this one up. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Peace, love, and blessings. I'm going to get up out of here. Make sure that you guys like, share, and subscribe to one of the dopest shows on the internet, King Supreme, delivering straight laced game on a daily basis. Bless that like button. It ain't nothing. We are in the building. Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate everybody. It's been real. It's been real. The truth is a bitter pill. MICCA refuses to take accountability for disrespecting her husband publicly. But that's what happened when you pedestalize unworthy women. That's what happens. You create monsters. She's not used to accountability. She ain't used to it. Peace, love, and blessings. Giving you game to keep you from stressing. Peace to everybody. Subscribe to the channel. And yes, when this video uploads to YouTube, get in the comments and give me your thoughts. Hype the video when it uploads to YouTube. I see all you guys in the live chat. When the video uploads to YouTube, get in the comments and share your thoughts on the whole situation. It's all about mind elevation. I'm gone, baby. Peace.